What's going on, Slightly Buzz family? How we doing tonight?
That's right, ladies and gents. The boys are officially back.
It's been a crazy month.
But guess what? We never left.
It is what it is. Some crazy life stuff got in the way. New jobs, new house.
Yeah,
Still
that's
in
right.
the process of building a new studio.
You guys might have noticed our studio is definitely not as cool as it once was.
But
That's only a short-term thing.
give it a week. We'll get you where you needs to be.
Next episode, you can expect a whole new feel.
But enough about the next episode, because this
Thanks.
episode is what I'm super excited about. We've got the Big 10 football season starting up this Friday. And guess what?
Couldn't be happy about it.
Couldn't be more stoked. Literally, This is when real football starts. We don't want none of that ACC crap. We don't want any of that lack of defense in the SEC, whatever that is.
Oh, geez.
And we get some real hard, cold football right in the middle of football weather season.
Listen, but not to knock you off your high horse, I'm just happy to have some football on up until now. But Big 10 is back, and that's pretty dope.
Yeah. But I
You're
can't.
like, ACC.
Well, the ACC sucks. But I can't think of a better way to get back into the Big 10 football season than actually having a former Big 10 football player on the show. So what we have for you guys tonight is a special treat. Our boy, Caleb Reams, former Illinois wide receiver, played in some crazy games, has some great stories for us. Great guy all around.
And we're going to get a chance to sit here and talk with him, and you will all get a chance to view that conversation and get some insight into the day in the life of a Big 10 athlete that goes to a big-time school, big-time program. Lovie Smith was his coach.
Pretty sick, dude.
Dude, all things
He
considered,
lost the Super Bowl.
hey, you all just sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode because we're about to have some great conversation with our boy Caleb.
Yep, you know it. We're going to dive into some other stuff too. We're going to do a full Big 10 season prediction. So we're going to let you guys know what's going to happen before it even happens.
Pretty much, yeah. So
Yeah,
basically everything that we say tonight, put money on it.
Yeah.
And if you lose, not on us, it's on you.
Yeah.
But, we're not going to be wrong.
So, sit back, enjoy the show, and here's Caleb.
Hi, everybody. We got Caleb Reams with us tonight. How we doing, Caleb?
I'm good, man. How are you guys?
Living the dream, dude. How about you?
Yeah, dude, pretty swell, man. I'm stoked. We got a cool episode here. It's good to get you on this, and we got a big weekend coming up, man, so I'm excited.
Yeah, definitely. So we gave a little intro about you. The fact you played for Illinois, making that loud and proud right now. Love to see it. But anything that you want our viewers to know about you?
For Caleb Reams from Gurney, Illinois. Just quick little introduction.
Shout out, Matt Mo.
Six Flags. That's where Gurney is in Illinois. So if you know Six Flags, the Midwest, that's in Gurney. So that's where I'm from. Obviously, I played football my entire life until reality hit when I was graduating from college. Right now I work at Aerotech in the scientific division, just finding jobs for chemists, biologists, microbiologists. So if there's any of you guys fans that are looking for a job out in the Chicagoland area, you got a guy right here.
Right
I
on,
love
brother.
it. I
That's
love
awesome,
it.
dude. Yeah, that's got to be such a wild transition, man, going from being a D1 athlete to then just moving on to workforce, man, like using your degree and getting out of school.
Yeah, it definitely was a quick punch in the face, I'd like to say. Right after I was one of the lucky ones. I locked up my job and my offer, right away. I want to say I accepted in January, right before the national pandemic and everything hit. So there's a lot of people, a lot of classmates of mine that are still kind of looking for work. So I try to help out with my role, but not many are in the scientific field. But yeah, I was a lucky one to get out.
That's what's up, man. Yeah. No, we got to make moves for you, and that's sweet, man. We're stoked for you.
Love it.
Yeah, dude, just making life moves. That's really the main goal here.
Yep.
No doubt for sure.
But, dude, I got to hand it to you, man. Like, not many people can say that they've been in the position that you were in, through your collegiate career. Like, you got the opportunity to play at a big-time school, at a big-time program, and actually have, film to back it up.
Yeah.
We definitely watched a bunch of your film before we did this call because, it's impressive, dude. It's sick.
No, I appreciate that, man. I mean, obviously, I wish to got in the end zone a little bit more. But you know, it was fun. You know, playing you know, at Illinois. It was one of my dream schools growing up. You know, obviously being from Illinois, watching Juice Williams, Nate Shieldhouse, those type of guys, Rashad Mendenhall, Jay Lehman, all the legends before. You know, that wore that orange and blue. So it was definitely you know, a dream come true for me. But you know, obviously made some sacrifices along the way to get to where I was, and it was a great journey. It was a great journey.
Yeah, dude. As a side, I feel like Nate Shieldhouse played football in Illinois for like 15 years. It just seemed like he never left, dude. He was like,
it was just like Hunter Renfro from
oh yeah, dude.
15 year, just chilling, having good fun.
It's crazy, man. No doubt. But yeah, I mean, like you said, we were watching some film and a couple games like very recently that happened last year really stood out to us. The one where we thought you had a great impact on was the Michigan State comeback.
That was a great game.
It's a little 28-3 or
that pass interference, baby.
Yeah.
You had a great snag on the sidelines on that game-winning drive too. It was just give us a little into like what it feels like to be a part of that drive and what the huddle's like at that moment. What's the sideline talking to you guys about? Like what's that all about?
Yeah, so like honestly, I mean, I'll start, you know, right before halftime. We were obviously down 28-3, and we were sitting there and we were like, well, fuck. It's either we got to play or it's gonna be a longer fucking night. And you know, before we went out, you know, we got the ball with like 30 seconds left, about to go into halftime, and we were like, yo, we got to make a score here to even have a shot. And you know, I was on the left side. Josh and Mator Bebe, a.k.a. Bebe, was on the right side. And, you know, Bebe just came across the field, called a simple little drag route about, I want to say, like 15 yards deep, and just took it. Ran right past their safety, scored, and I was like, man, we have a shot. And everybody was, like, kind of chill the whole time, you know, from when Sydney got that pick six, you know, almost tied the game up, and our kicker, who's a fantastic kicker, just pulled it on the extra point, James McCourt. And we were like, well, we got to score again. And then on that last drive, man, it was fucking breathtaking. I mean, you know, first down, that's when I caught my my comeback route, curl route, but ran to the sideline.
Hands, dude. You got a set of hands, bro.
I caught it, and I got up, and fucking what's the coach's name from Michigan State?
D'Antoni?
Yeah, it was D'Antonio. He's like, he said to a player, he's like, did he catch that? And I turned around and said, yeah.
You're damn right I did.
We love to hear that because we hate Mike D'Antonio, dude.
We're fraud. Watching that game, man, his facial expressions, he was getting so mad as you guys were moving down the field, and we're sitting on the couch dying. And this is, what, a year from then?
Yeah, dude, literally like
Still
yesterday morning. This was priceless.
Yeah, I mean, they got us to fourth down. It was like 4th and 16, and we got the best jump ball receiver in the Big 10, maybe even football, and Josh Bebe. And we were sitting there on the field, and I was like, I know this ball is going to Bebe. Everybody in the stands knew it's going to Bebe. I remember they started playing Mo Bamba.
Yeah. Oh, dude, classic state move. Yeah.
Michigan State pumped up. I was like, man, we're really about to fuck their day up. Bebe got down to the 4, I think it was. And on 4th down, they called the fade to me. And I was like, man, well, I got to go fucking end this game. Went up, got held a little bit.
Just a little.
I definitely should have fought that bitch down, though. I had it in my left hand. If I had bigger hands, I got small hands for
Yeah.
You know, but hey, we got DJ in the back of the end zone on the rollout on the last play of the game. It was fucking magical. I mean, if you see it in the highlight, I go in. I'm just bare hugging.
Oh, yeah, dude, right in the back of the end zone.
Stands talking like, you guys fucking choke. Just fucking. there was some kids in the stands. I felt bad because I was calling them fucking losers and shit like that.
Hey, whoa,
Dude, it's the hype of the moment, bro.
No, go to Michigan State. You're right.
Yeah.
Like, you're 100% right.
Big facts. Well warranted. Good call. Honestly, we support it.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, it seemed like Illinois was a team last year that could contend with anyone. I mean, you guys beat was Wisconsin ranked third when you guys beat them, or so? They were top 10, but that was like a 31-point underdog.
I want to say it was 3 through 6. I forgot exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was another match game. I was out for that game with a broken foot.
Yeah.
And you know, just talking about that last drive, or that last like 2 minutes.
Yeah, crazy.
Jack Cohen, and I think that's the quarterback over there. Very, very average quarterback. You know, he threw a corner out in cover 2, which you have to see the corner dropping. Our corner TA, Tony Adams, he picked it. Crowd, we were going crazy on the sideline, you know, just to get that ball back, you know, with minute 30, I think it was, to spare, just so we can get into field goal position. I remember me and one of my buddies who was acting as a coach last season because he got hurt. He retired medically, so he was just coaching. He said, like, right when we got the pick, we're jumping up and down, like hugging each other, and we're like, and like our senses, we're like, yo, we gotta fucking chill. We ain't done shit yet.
Yeah,
dude, big facts.
Casey caught a slant that was beautiful. Casey Washington, he was a freshman last year. DJ caught a slant to get us into, you know, I think over midfield. Then Dre Brown, one of my best friends, one of the reasons I actually committed to Illinois. He just was running that ball. He broke, I want to say, like 4 or 5 tackles to get us into field goal range, ran the clock down. Then James McCourt, the legend, kicked the game-winning field goal, and it was a blackout after that.
Dude, I just remember watching that game, and everybody was just going wild, dude. Like, because as a Michigan fan, I mean, that's the team that I mainly root for. Wisconsin's kind of beat up on us a few times in the last few years, so seeing Illinois come out and beat them, that is pure electricity.
It was awesome.
Yeah, and everyone lost their mind. Like, that gave like Lovie Smith because when Lovie first came to Illinois, people were like, you know, is he ready to get back into a head coaching position? I mean, whether that's true or not, that was the narrative. Is he ready? You know, and I think that kind of gave people like, he's still Lovie Smith. Like, he still got it like that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Coach Smith is a great football mind. You know, he definitely helped win that game. You know, clock management, everything like that. But you know, I think it was a great effort by the players and everything. Just keep continuing going out there, like especially over the past past 4 years before that, it was tough. It was definitely fucking tough to play on.
Right.
Not tough to play on the team, but tough, you know, to lose. Because most of those guys, you know, most of my teammates back then, they didn't lose a lot in their lifetime, and you know, they came to Illinois to make a difference. And you know, I know my class, the 2015 class, you know, I think that we were able to leave there like, job isn't finished, but you know, it was a job well done by us. We set the framework for, you know, that program.
Definitely steps in the right direction, but at the same time too, like, you're playing in one of the most like badass conferences in the nation. Like, the Big 10 is arguably one of the best, if not the best.
I mean, he's been kind of doing their thing for a while now, but historically, it's tough to argue and say that the Big 10 isn't 1A or 1B.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy to think, you know, you got everyone from the Big 10 successful. Everyone is a good school, and like, it's just like, you know, it's a really cool conference. So I can't wait for Big 10 football to be back.
That's it. Hey, just for that, you know, we were plus 31 against Wisconsin that game.
Yeah.
And I know motherfuckers were sick.
Oh, it was. Well, dude, the crazy thing is Wisconsin last year, like I said, they were ranked. I could have swore they were ranked 3rd, but maybe I'm wrong on that. I think 6 sounds right too. But anyways, they were like a team with playoff aspirations. Jonathan Taylor was in his last year. Jack Cohn seemed to be that, like, your prototypical Wisconsin quarterback who isn't going to wow you, but he's what they need to get
production, move the ball, management, solid QB.
And you guys week 2, like, nothing was better. I don't know if you're a big Barstool guy, but like Big Cat was destroyed on Twitter. It was awesome.
We were watching that right away, and we got back after that game. We got back to our apartment. I lived with James McCourt, the kicker that won the game. I lived with other players. So like everybody was like texting us, and we were known for usually throwing parties on campus. My roommates and I, and we got texts like, "Yo, what's the fucking move?" We had some GAs out there. We had a fucking like little what's it called when they block off the streets?
Barricade?
Yeah.
What the fuck is it called?
like
when you have to call the city and be like, "Hey, we're having block party." Fuck.
Block party. Okay, there we go.
In front of our apartment complex, we were playing beer pong and shit when we really shouldn't have been, because there was some kids that were underage, but
allegedly.
Can't control that. That's just college, man. That's the way it goes. But dude, you have to party. You have to celebrate something like that. Like, you just cannot. You can't come in that game and be like, all right, let's go like to bed.
Yeah,
it was a fucking movie. It was a fucking movie, and I was by James McCourt at one point in the night, and I'm like, man, I just like for some reason it clicked to me. I'm like, man, your phone must be blowing up. And he's like, dude, I have moms in my DMs talking about having my fucking son.
Yeah, buddy. Yes, dude.
McCourt's a fucking dog, man. He's a legend. I'm so happy for him. I think he has a legitimate shot to kick in the league.
That's tough.
He tied the longest kick in Illinois history last year with I forgot who it was against, but tied that. I think it was 57 yards. He can kick, man.
Got boomstick, absolute piss missile.
Yeah. I gotta ask you a pretty tough question here, man. But playing D1, especially Big 10, what's like the coolest venue in your opinion outside of Illinois? Because I'm sure being at your home field, like, that's just something completely different.
Oh yeah.
Outside your home stadium, what's the coolest venue that you played in?
Big House.
Absolutely not. Actually, the Big House I think was underwhelming.
No.
Nobody's fans, bro.
Like, I absolutely hate. Like, my lifelong goal is to change the culture of the Big House. It's ridiculous.
It's kind of my two favorite places to play in was Nebraska easily.
Yeah.
Nebraska's easily number one, and Iowa's number two. And the reasons for that is Nebraska. I mean, obviously they have the record for most sold-out games.
Yeah, it's like 372.
It's like 450, I believe. But
it's ridiculous.
When they host a home game I hope they can get some type of fans, but like without having fans at Nebraska, it's like it's just weird. No matter what, they could be fucking 0 and fucking 11 going into the last game of the season, fucking blizzard out. They're gonna have a fucking sellout there, which is just unreal. It's the loudest place. If we were standing like right next to each other, you can't hear shit. I remember I was talking to my buddy mid-game, and I'm screaming at him, and you can't hear. I'm the sideline like 2 feet apart. That's how loud that is. In Iowa, I think they have the funniest fucking fans known.
The overalls, dude.
Kinnick Stadium's
the sideline and the stands like are on each other. There's no like gap or anything. Like it's literally like you walk on the sideline. If you keep walking, there's a bench and there's the fucking stands with some fucking old ass low life fucking drunk shit, just calling you all the names in the book, saying fucking loser, fucking all this other shit. They are fucking hilarious, bro. You can't take it seriously because you're literally watching us play right now.
Right. So, yeah. That's the beauty of it, though, dude. Like these different atmospheres, how rowdy it gets, like tradition behind some of these schools, man. It is so cool to me.
And
part of that on the field, bro. To experience it firsthand, like, dude, that's sick. Forever envious.
Like the traditions, obviously you got the jump around over at
Wisco.
And then you got the wave. The wave is easily my favorite over at Iowa. Wave into the Children's Hospital. I think that is one of the best things that they've ever done, and I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
We got to respect it.
Night games at Kinnick Stadium are always a trap game. Dude, they screwed my favorite team over too many times.
Yeah, it's different. Well, playing there, like, we've only played there in the day, well, mid-afternoon as well. But, like, that night game, those night games are I remember watching the Penn State Iowa game a few years back. Saquon was back there.
Yep.
That team is – I mean, that atmosphere is just fucking good.
It's cool, man. It's cool. It's just like one of those things that always piss me off because, like, as a diehard Michigan fan, like, we would have been in the playoff in 2016 if we didn't lose. Was it 9-6?
Yeah.
And like,
all I know is Wilton Spade got hurt and everything was downhill from there. Just literally, was like interception.
Like it's just one of those. But that's the beauty of college football. It's like a random school like Iowa just having like a cool program.
Yeah.
Or a cool thing about it.
Fucking Liberty now. Who the fuck is Liberty? Have you guys ever heard of Liberty? They're fucking 5-0, fucking about to be ranked.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't hear about them until this year. I thought they were.
I'm pretty sure Liberty. Oh, this is crazy, actually. So Liberty U is like a Christian school. I think it's in Virginia. I want to say, but their like headmaster just got caught, or their president, the school president. His wife just got caught like having an affair, and he was like a part of it. Like he was watching it or something. Like he's a cuck. He's a cuck. Oh, and it all got leaked, and he was stepped down, and now they're good at football. Like what?
Be a fucking loser.
Oh, it's a tough scene. you absolutely hate to see it. Like,
couldn't say it better myself, man.
Oh. It's tough seeing though. That's also gotta suck to be that dude. Like one news going around for that entire like next 3 or 4 years is gonna be a lot.
It's that you like watching your wife get fucked.
He's just like, it's a lifestyle, okay? You wouldn't understand.
Fucking loser.
All right, man. So let's dive into some Big Ten play here. We got some cool games coming up.
Wait. I got something real quick first.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
This is slightly buzzed, dude. What are you drinking tonight?
I saw Rolling Rock, I think.
I got the Rolling Rock going, and then for the backup, I got the whatever the fuck this is, like some shit. I don't know, but I have plenty more in the fridge, so as long as I'm on here, I'll be set.
That's what's up.
Cheers, brother, man.
Cheers, man.
Thanks for coming on, man.
Cheers.
For those who are wondering, we're drinking a little bit of vodka
festive,
and apple cider because it's fall time and we're basic bitches. So
that's what's up. That's definitely what's up. But
yeah, back to what you were saying.
Yeah, but dude, we got some. I'm just excited to get back into Big Ten football, but I want to get your prediction for Illinois this year. Like coming off the squad, what do you think that team's going to be like this season?
I mean, I think that they're going to shock a lot of fucking people this year. And I want to go in unbiased, but like I know the guys on that team, like those seniors.
The mentality, the attitude.
Yeah, like I know, how hard they've been working. Like I wouldn't be surprised to see them, top like damn fighting for a shot into the Big Ten championship.
That's what's up, dude. I mean,
I say that because we lost some talent, but we gained a lot of talent. We had Derek Smith coming. He transferred midseason last year. He was at Miami. Now he's eligible. We had Miami transfer at receiver. I forgot his name, but he's been looking good. We got
Tate Martell,
one of the best middle linebackers in the fucking Big Ten. Jake Ham, fucking dog. He led the nation in forced fumbles last year and only played 7 games. Fucking, we got our D-line looks great. Corners look. We have Nate Hobbs. He'll probably be a fucking 5th or 6th round draft pick. Probably even go earlier. First time we've had a returning quarterback, so that's big time. And Brandon Peters. I know you guys know a little bit about
BP, man.
BP. I thought he was going to be the savior. I thought he was going to be Michigan's guy.
I mean, he should have.
He showed a lot of promise, and Harbaugh was, I think, a little quick to jump on the Shea Patterson train.
Oh, yeah.
But I think that concussion against Wisconsin,
he got carted off the field.
Yeah, which is a tough thing to see, and I'm glad he's all the way back 100%. Nothing but the best of luck to be.
And I have to give a shout out to my boy Donnie Navarro. He actually, our boy Nick Turner. He played with Nick Turner over at Valpo for a year, then decided to transfer, wanted to chase his dream of playing Big 10 football. I thought of him as little brother, on the team, man. We just clicked right away. He worked his way up, scored against Wisconsin, got put on scholarship. It's looking like he's going to be a starting slot receiver this year, and I'm excited for him. And then Josh Bebe, I say he's the best. He gives anybody a run for their money for the best receiver in the Big Ten. I think it's him and Bateman.
Rashad Bateman's nuts. But like I said, we were watching that highlight, and Bebe was number 6, right?
Number 9.
Number 9. Yeah. Crazy. He's got the ups.
Yeah, no,
speed and his route running is solid.
He's an absolute burner.
Wouldn't I can see him all Big Ten at all.
He had a 42-inch vertical. Like, he's the best big.
Dude, that's almost as high as I am tall.
Yeah.
That's a tough scene. I ain't that short, but it's close.
But yeah, I mean, bro, I don't.
No, yeah.
I don't think you're off at all in that prediction. Like, not gonna lie, the Big Ten West. There's room for Illinois to win that side of the conference.
Exactly, and that's where I'm like I'm looking at the schedule. Obviously, they play Ohio State this year. That's going to be a tough game. Ohio State. When we played them back 2 or 3 years ago, they're the fastest team. Like, you see the drop off of.
Bro, they shred our defense.
Their kickoff team.
I hate Ohio State.
Their kickoff team was on the
it's ridiculous.
Kickoff team was on the fucking 20 before we caught the ball. Their punt team, I was personal protector on the punt team. They had fucking Nick Bosa and fucking Sam Hubbard, 2 guys that play in the NFL, in the fucking A gaps. And our fucking long snapper at the time, he plays for Toledo now. He transferred away, so I could talk shit about him. He didn't touch a damn soul. So I'm blocking Nick Bosa and Sam Hubbard, fucking Armstrong, just fucking holding down. Let me tell you, I was on my ass, but we got that fucking punt off. That's all I know.
Damn right you did. Damn right you did.
That's gotta be, dude. I would absolutely shit my pants if I saw those 2 coming at me. Like,
I mean, what? You got a poster coming at you and some other. I mean, those are 2 big efforts. Yeah, I mean, okay, but now that we're on that topic, who's the craziest freak athlete that you've been able to play with against or just watched on the field?
I mean, I played against some fucking.
Dude, I know there's some studs.
There's some dogs.
I know.
I mean, well, just first we have I played with actually an NFL MVP in Lamar Jackson. Played with him at our All-American game. It was called the OD All-American game. Only person that you would know that also played in that. Well, 2. There's Saquon Barkley and there's fucking Cam Newton. Those are 3 people that played.
Those are some pretty solid names to be associated with.
Decent names.
But yeah, so I actually played. It was a team of our backfield was Lamar Jackson at quarterback. I was at fullback, and Saquon Barkley was at running back in our All-American game. And Lamar, he won the MVP of that game.
Yeah,
fucking Lamar. Saquon, I was like, this Saquon kid's pretty good. Like, I was like, this guy, he was a great dude. First time I ever met him, sat down, and he's like, we sat down at a table, and I'm like, what's up, man? How you doing? I'm Caleb. He's like, what's up, man? I'm Saquon. Nice to meet you. I was like, nice to meet you. We sat down, started eating, and he looks up from his plate, and I look up. I'm like, what's up, man? He's like,
no.
And I was like,
somebody did that to him one time, and he was definitely throwing it at me.
I was like, nah, bro.
He's like, bet.
Hey, those are 2 freaks, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, I played against Michael Thomas. I played against Ezekiel Elliott. Played against Cardell Jones, Braxton Miller, fucking.
You play against Jabril Peppers by chance?
Yes, I did. That was my 2016 season. Played against Jabril. He's a freak. He played every position on the fucking football field. Who else? I mean, those are the names that come to mind. Denzel Ward, Joe, and Nick Bosa, both of them freaks. fucking AJ Espinoza. That motherfucker's
Out of Iowa.
at Iowa. He plays for the Bills now.
Yeah.
I mean, just playing in the best conference in the Big Ten, you see the talent that is like, oh shit, like those motherfuckers. Yeah, they deserve to be, where they are, in the league.
Bro, for real. I mean, I can only imagine. Like I said, I just wanted to get your take on it. Shit, I'm here for it, bro. I'm stoked that you got to experience it and to witness it firsthand from you.
Yeah. I mean, I met some good guys along the way. It was really fun to, just my journey was fun. It was a great time, man.
That's what's up. That's what it's all about. At least you got a good experience out of it and like have good things to look back on, dude.
Yeah, no doubt. Let's see here.
Well, just so you know, I'm sure you already know, but your team, your alma mater, opens up against Wisconsin on Friday at 8 p.m.
Yeah,
that's a prime time game.
Yeah, it's gonna be 8 p.m. for you guys, Eastern time.
No, is it 7?
Yeah, 7 for us over here in Illinois. But yeah, man, I'm excited to watch them. I think obviously, this is gonna be the test of if everything that I've said right here, talking about them possibly even being contenders in the West, if it all is true or not, And I think that it's a great chance to go out there and prove the world wrong.
I 100% agree. I mean, there's no better opportunity than go out and smack Wisconsin in the mouth just to be like, hey, we're here to play this year. Yeah, he's getting in our way.
I mean, like you said, Camp Randall's cool, but nobody's gonna be jumping around. So, I mean,
yeah, I do think that's everybody's just standing there.
Yeah.
But you want to run through some games and just see what you think? I'd love to get your take on what's coming on here.
Yeah, let's go through it real quick.
All right, bro.
So we got starting off. So obviously Illinois, Wisconsin opens a Big Ten season.
Yep. Illinois definitely covers. I'm taking a money line.
I love it. I'm here for it. We got Rutgers at Michigan State.
No shot. Michigan State's gonna run through Rutgers.
Oh, dude. See, I disagree. I don't think Michigan State has any talent this year.
I mean, it's at that point, it's just the culture of Michigan State. Like, regardless, they are a good program. We may hate them, but they are a good program. We have to say that. I mean, Rutgers. I mean, they're not.
I'm gonna just say this: Rutgers has 2 straight better recruiting classes than MSU, and
I think they have 2 straight better recruiting classes than us too. And we
really,
we always beat the shit out of.
Yeah, well, that's fair. Hey, but they got what coach did Rutgers get back? He coached at them when they were ranked number 2 in the country.
I know who you're talking about.
Oh, that's gonna kill me. Oh no, dude. Oh my gosh, that's the worst.
I forgot. Okay, next game.
Yeah. Actually, he's checking it right now.
We'll check in a sec. Next game, we got Nebraska at Ohio State at the shoe.
I mean,
Martinez is going to get dropped 7 times.
I'm not bought in them. When we played him, I wasn't bought in. I think he actually had a pretty good game against us, but I just wasn't bought in.
I never got the hype around him.
Yeah, I mean, everybody loves him. Everybody loves him, but I don't.
Well, Nebraska's like one of those schools that want to be good. Like, it's the historically great program, and I get that. They were sick in the 90s. But Scott Frost really hasn't shown anything since.
I mean, I think he's a great coach, but I know what you're saying.
Yeah. So you're taking Ohio State by
Yeah.
What is that spread? Do you know that spread?
Oh, dude, we should get the spreads.
Yeah, we can definitely check the spread.
I just switched it up right here, and this fucking tastes like piss. I'm gonna do it.
The ghost is apparently not a good move.
Fan of the ghost, huh?
Yeah, it's my dad. I don't know the Rolling Rock. I can do, but this shit is not it.
You know what's wild, dude? Rolling Rock was the first beer that I ever started to drink. I actually liked.
I made him choke it down.
Yeah, it was like 8 a.m. at a house party at Western. Cracked it warm, chugged it, and I was like, that was horrible. So everything else was good.
Piss warm? I don't know about that. I don't know. But,
sometimes you got to run before you walk.
Hey, 100%.
By the way, head coach Greg Schiano. There we go.
to say Shiano, but I was like, damn, I'm gonna sound like a fucking idiot if.
Nah, dude, literally dead ass. It was right there, and I was just like,
No, but didn't he got booted from the NCAA or something? He did something.
yeah, no, because Rutgers was good when they were in the Big East.
I'm
When the
saying,
Big East was still a thing.
He did something like fucked up. I
Yeah,
swear.
and then he got caught with some crazy ass recruiting violations.
Oh yeah, there
Pretty
you
sure it was like a Rick Pitino type deal.
go. I mean, shit, they had fucking dogs on that squad. Didn't they have Muhammad Sanu and shit like that on that squad?
Yeah, they had Ray Rice.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean that.
Like,
Hey,
speaks for itself.
Yeah, that's a tough scene right there. But like, he's a damn good running back.
Yeah, but then he was on Ohio State staff.
yeah.
He for like the past couple years, and then or for a year or something.
Right.
Anyways, back to the games here. We got Iowa and Purdue, with Iowa being a 5.5 point favorite.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. I hate Iowa with a passion. I do like them in the game, just because Iowa, historically is just dominant over teams like that. But with Purdue, I would not sleep on Purdue, especially with Rondell Moore coming back, because Rondell Moore is one of the best athletes in the country.
No, he's crazy, dude. Dude heals.
Unreal. He got hurt because of how athletic he was last year.
Yeah,
Can't relate. I kind of agree with you though. You can't really sleep on Purdue ever. Purdue always shows up to play.
Like one time a year, there's always like when they just beat Ohio State by like 32 years ago. It's like, what is that?
And it was Rondell's Moore freshman season, and he had like 200 yards rushing and like 100 receiving. That's an example. He was a fucking dog.
For everybody watching, things to keep an eye out for, that Purdue team. I agree, man. So we covered Rutgers, Michigan State.
We got – all right.
Did we get Maryland Northwestern yet?
We did not. And Maryland's a 16.5 point favorite. To me, Maryland's a team that could make some noise. They haven't been as bad as I thought they would be since they joined the Big 10. But Pat Fitzgerald, the last like 2 years, I don't know what's gone on with those Northwestern teams, dude. Because he was competitive for a couple of years there. They won 10 games, like 3 years.
10 championship.
Yeah, and now they have completely fallen off.
Yeah, I mean, they beat us last year, but it's a different story.
We don't need to talk about that.
I think, Maryland, we thought Maryland was some ass, and they put 50 on us. I think we lost.
Bro, they almost beat Ohio State. Was it last year too?
2 years
ago. 2 years ago. They brought it right down to the wire.
Because they were like, oh, Urban Meyer's going to act sick or whatever. That's what they said on PMT at least.
Yeah.
The migraines and shit. Yeah.
But, doesn't Maryland have Tua's little brother now?
Yeah. I don't know if he's starting or not.
Because they have one kid out of Louisiana, that quarterback.
I remember that too.
It shows like awesome glimpses of just pure athleticism.
Lamar Jackson type?
Kind of, yeah. He's got wheels. He can throw the ball pretty well, but he's also like – he makes some pretty sus decisions with his like playmaking.
I would say he's a lot like De'Aaron King.
Okay. Yeah.
Very similar, but makes some really, really bad throws too. It just happens. I don't remember his name.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about 16 points. I know Maryland, they've had some good talent and not the right coaching the past few years. But, I mean, I don't know, man.
That Northwestern team shows up to play.
Quick question here. Now, when that whole DJ Durkin thing went down with Maryland and one of the players unfortunately passed during their conditioning, did that affect how you guys did stuff, or was it like just kind of a wake-up call for the coaching staff? Or
I mean, our strength and conditioning staff, I had 3 different strength and conditioning coaches and a few different changes over my 5 years there, but that when that happened, our strength and conditioning coach was really, really good. Like if someone was like you can't really tell the difference, but you can tell the difference when there's something wrong and when there's someone faking it. Like if it's the same player every single fucking time, it's probably someone faking it. It is a tough decision. It's a judgment call. I think that obviously you have to be on the safer side altogether. But I know Coach Bose, who now is the strength coach for the Bengals, he made some good decisions. When it came to our strength and conditioning program and everything like that. I mean, I could see it as a wake up call for some coaches, but I know with our strength staff, it was kind of just business as usual in terms of we already knew what to do, type of thing.
Okay, cool. That's the way it should be, definitely. Yeah, we got that line for Nebraska and Ohio State. That's 20. I would hammer that. Ohio State, yeah, no doubt.
That team's going to shred them.
So here's the big question. We got Joe Milton. We got our guy, freak of nature, 6'5", cannon arm, can throw the ball 80 yards.
Big on him. You're big on him.
Huge Milton guy here.
He's going to be good.
We got 2.5 on the road at Minnesota. Who you got?
I love PJ Fleck.
I hate PJ, but anyway, it scares me, bro.
I was committed to PJ Fleck when he was at Western Michigan for about 3 months until I knew he was going to leave. And I was like, I'm not going here because I wouldn't want to go here without you being here, type of thing. But I don't know. Minnesota they shocked the world last year. They had a lot of talent, but Michigan is Michigan. But at the same time,
Michigan is Michigan.
They could go into that game and cupcake around and not understand, the ramifications that comes with that game. Because that right there really is like a shot. Like that could be the one loss that takes you out of the conference championship for both teams.
Without a doubt. We've had a bunch of those. So that
but regardless, on each side, depending on how the year plays out and everything, I'm talking more last year, but on each side, that game is like it's a good loss to have. Like obviously you don't want any losses, but both of them, if either of them loses, it could be a good loss.
Yeah. Minnesota scares me, man, because PJ Fleck, as you know, is a great coach, and he plays really aggressive football. And Michigan is notorious for coming out flat. And if they get ahead and they get momentum and they can sit and they keep it throughout the game, that's what scares me. Just because I know PJ Fleck will try and continuously ram it down your throat. There's no brakes. It's all gas.
And like they have a very, very simple offense over there, at Minnesota, where they only read one side of the field every snap. Every snap, if it's a throwing play, they're only looking at one side of the field. The other side will just run runoffs or whatever. They're looking at one side of the field. If they can get the right matchup with, obviously they have Bateman back, who's a legit first-round receiver.
Yeah.
And I forgot who their other receiver was. I forgot. But they have two good receivers over there who really could cause some problems for that Michigan secondary. But, Michigan is also Michigan. Their defense is usually solid. So,
yeah, here's my take on the game. I think Michigan's going to win in a close one.
Yeah.
It's going to be like I think Michigan's going to jump out to a decent lead and then let the gas off because that's just what we tend to do, unfortunately. And then I think Minnesota's going to make a push, and I think it'll be like a 7 or 3 point ball game when it's all said and done. But I think Antoine
– score prediction?
Yeah, I think it's going to be 27-20 Michigan. And I think Milton's going to show out. And I think the loss of Antoine Winfield Jr. for Minnesota is going to be a huge difference because I don't think their defense really I don't see the defense being that good this year.
Yeah, I personally can't name anybody on that defense. But, hey, I think it's going to be a great game.
Yeah,
it should be a really good game. Probably too close for comfort, in my opinion, but
100%.
That's a classic. I'm not touching this game. I'm watching it. Type of
yeah, I love it.
Big facts.
Oh,
I like this one, actually. I like this game. Penn State, Indiana.
Penn State's only a 5-point.
Penn State by 1 million.
See, I don't know, dude.
What's that running back that Indiana has? He's a beast, man. He's the last few times I've watched him, he's blown me away at how good he is at getting yards after the first hit.
Yeah, Indiana was a good team last year. They clinched. I think they won 5 or 6 straight right off the bat to clinch that the bowl game. I'm excited to watch them play this year. Obviously we watch them on film every year because they play in the Big 10, and they've always had some glimpse of like, wow, that team could be really good. So I'm excited to watch them. But in this game, I think Penn State. I think James Franklin has his team ready to fucking play this year.
They're dialed in year after year. They really are.
I think that Indiana, I don't think they're necessarily going to win, but I think they're going to cover. I think it's going to be a close game. I think they just lost Journey Brown. That's huge. That's a top 3 running back in the Big 10.
Is that who I was talking about?
No, Penn State. Penn State starting running back's gone. We don't really know what Penn State has at quarterback. Like, we're not sure if what's his name? Sean Clifford, right?
Yeah. Yes.
I think Sean Clifford. We don't know if he's as good as he is. Micah Parsons gone.
He reminds me a lot of wasn't it Hackenberg? Was that the
Yeah, Christian Hackenberg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what Sean Clifford reminds me a lot of. Yeah. And I don't think Hackenberg was that good. So, I mean, we're going to have to see, man. I really don't see Indiana covering, but I'll agree to disagree with you.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's entirely possible that also Franklin's a hell of a head coach, like, no doubt there. And there's a chance Penn State comes out and wins by 30. Like, I'm not going to rule that out. But I don't know. Indiana's just that team. They've given Michigan fits.
Yeah,
I think the last 3 games we've played against Indiana have all gone to overtime or been like a 1-score game.
Mm-hmm.
And we probably should have lost one of those 3 at the minimum. But, yeah. I mean, I think that's the entire Big 10 slate for this weekend.
Yeah, I was getting ready to go down the list, but they go into the next weekend as well, the 31st. Which, by the way, like, I'm pretty stoked as a Michigan. We got Michigan State for Halloween, like, next week.
I think that'd be a blowout.
Michigan's gonna win by 50.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be.
So pump the brakes.
This is one of those games where Michigan State could maybe prove that they're still worth a damn, or not.
I mean, yeah. I really don't see talent on the roster. And I'm like, obviously I hate Michigan State. Obviously I talk a bunch of smack with them.
Yeah.
But in all reality, I don't see it. I don't see Rocky Lombardi being a solid quarterback in the Big 10. And I also don't see Mel Tucker being a home run hire. Because literally 3 days before he got hired, he tweeted, "I'm not going to Michigan State. I don't want that job." And then they threw $7 million at him. So, of course, any coach is going to take $7 million a year. And they missed out on their top 3 targets of head coach. So, like, to me, his best record as a head coach is 6-6 in a really weak conference. I don't see it getting that much better at a school with a
Where's Mel Tucker from?
Colorado.
Was that Pac-12?
Pac-12.
Oh, yeah. But Colorado weren't they good last year?
See, that's what everyone thinks, but they went 6-6.
Tough.
It's facts.
I just think the difference maker here, too, is like Mark D'Antonio. I mean, he understood the rivalry between Michigan and Michigan State, and that's why that team came in year after year and played really well against Michigan for the most part.
He also played against Rich Rodriguez and Brady Hope the majority of his wins. But
what I'm saying is, like, the atmosphere around the rivalry is there with Mark D'Antonio. I don't know if that same atmosphere maintains itself under Mel Tucker just because he hasn't been associated with the program as long. Like, I'm sure eventually they'll come around, but I just think that they won't come out and play as hard as Michigan State usually does. What, I don't know, could be wrong. They could come out and beat us, and I'll sit in the corner and cry.
You never know. But with Michigan, that's one of the teams. I mean, Michigan usually takes care of teams that they should beat. I mean, but low-key, we covered against them. And we low-key were driving the quarterback. So.
No, dude, I shit you not. So I was actually down at I was at Clemson during that game.
Mm-hmm.
We were in our seats watching the warm-ups for Clemson, Florida State, which, by the way, is another team. Talk about, like, speed in real life.
Oh, yeah.
Clemson's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But literally, I sat down there because I think Michigan was up by a couple scores.
I think it was 3 at one point.
You guys came back, and then we eventually put it away.
Yeah,
but
you guys
it
never
was.
put it away.
Yeah,
Yeah, we were one stop away. We were one stop away from it being like a ball game. But you guys just went out there and drove down the field, scored, and that was pretty much all she wrote.
Yeah, but anyways, I was sitting in Death Valley, South Carolina, like, we're about to lose this game. Like, there's zero doubt in my mind we're about to lose this game.
Yeah, I mean, I win, but hey, Michigan is a good team. They got good players always. So I mean, I don't know. I think, I mean, I wouldn't say that this is the year they finally get over the hump of playing ball.
I don't think so. No.
But you know, I think it could be soon. Hopefully, maybe they beat. They're not gonna beat Ohio State. Never mind.
Dude, okay.
It's a cold hard truth.
Yeah.
Do you think that Ohio, like, because you've played against Ohio State, and I'm sure you've watched some Michigan Ohio State games.
Oh, always.
Do you think they play harder against Michigan than everyone else? Because it sure as hell is like it. Like,
of course. Like, I just don't. I don't see how you couldn't at that point. Honestly, you know that those teams like hate each other.
oh yeah, like, dude, it's a big deal.
It's one of those rivalries that isn't just a rivalry for the hell of it.
It's Duke, UNC, it's Boston, New York.
It's a fucking fight between those two teams. Like, so, like, yeah. I mean, I would say yes. I mean, I'd hope they go out there and fucking fight every single fucking game. But, I mean, I think they can walk into a stadium and know, are we going to beat this team by 50 or
It'd be nice if it was like more.
Just other teams.
It'd be cool if it was a lot more back and forth, like not just getting absolutely trounced for like the last decade.
Yeah.
Dude, that's tough.
Hey, 2012 was hyped up.
Shouts out, what's his face? Who was that?
Courtney Avery.
Intern head coach? No.
Luke
Fickell.
Shouts out Luke Fickell. Killing the game down in Cincinnati, though.
Yeah.
Dude, that team has a legit shot at the playoff. Like, it's possible.
Fickell is a good coach. We were looking – so there was rumors that Lovey was going to get fired after we lost to Minnesota last year. And Luke Fickell was number one on everybody's board. Like, Luke Fickell, I mean, I'd love to, see him, make the transition to the Big 10. I think that Lovey's time is, coming. I think he's ready to, move on from football and enjoy his life with his wife and, his grandkids and everything like that. So, I mean, I'd love to see Luke Fickell over in the Big 10 in the orange and blue. I think he's a really good coach.
I think it created a pretty cool dynamic for the Big 10 West, that's for sure. You get there. Next thing you know that Illinois team's like smacking around Wisconsin every other year, and it's going back and forth, and then you never know who's going to come out of the West.
Exactly.
It's a better dynamic. I agree. With that said, though, what's your prediction, man? Like, who's coming out of the West? Who's coming out of the East for the Big 10? What's the finals look like?
I mean, I think the East there's really no competition. I think Ohio State comes out.
That's fair.
I mean, I think that team is really, really fucking good.
Stacked. Absolutely. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like,
it's I mean, it's kind of, but like the thing is, I think I will always think that they are better than like Clemson and shit like that, because like Ohio State.
Because Clemson plays in the ACC.
Clemson plays fucking no one. They beat a fucking contender in the ACC this year in Georgia Tech. Like someone that's actually like a good, talented, solid team by 70 points last week.
Yeah, dude.
You can't. That's not competition.
No. Okay, so I think you know this. My girlfriend, she graduated from Clemson, so I have this argument every single week. I think that if you, dude, nothing could be off more than ACC football. Nothing in the entire world. Because I think something that, okay, so she always goes like, well, Clemson beats Ohio State, and that's true. They're undefeated all time against Ohio State. They beat them in the playoffs twice. But here's the thing.
Team's bruising bad.
That Ohio State has to go through the ringer of the Big Ten. They have to play Michigan. They have to play Penn State. They have to play Illinois. They have to play Wisconsin. And
whatever else.
And Clemson gets to rest their starters for half of the season.
literally half the season. They play
Like
maybe one game that like it shouldn't be a real game, but they're fucking the other
They're like,
teams.
oh, we have Pitt this weekend. It's like,
Yeah.
sick.
Oh, we got fucking Virginia Tech.
Yeah.
Okay.
who's going to win half the ACC, even though they'd get ran by 9 of the 12 Big Ten teams?
Exactly. I mean, I still think Clemson is a legitimate like team.
They are a
Oh, yeah.
legit
Don't
team.
get me wrong.
That team would be as healthy.
If you don't have if let's say Dabo doesn't have 2 national titles against Bama, one by 40 or whatever it was, 44-16, I would still say it's same old Clemson, the Clemsoning thing. They're going to lose.
Yeah.
But no, dude, that program,
It's legit.
they're doing something special down there.
Dabo is just like he's just an all-time coach. He's a Hall of Fame coach. That's just
He's going to Alabama once
Yeah,
he leaves Clemson.
it's going to be
When's
awesome.
the
to see
last
that.
time Clemson really wasn't the best team in the ACC?
No.
Louisville when Lamar was there, but other than that,
Teddy Bridgewater.
yes, Teddy. No, aren't they in the
Bridgewater was
American?
before Jackson.
Huh?
Wasn't that when is Louisville in the ACC? No, they're in the American or whatever, or they were in the American.
No. Louisville's in the ACC.
Am I tripping? I'm tripping.
Yeah, you tripping, bro.
They're rolling rock again to me.
No, Louisville's in the ACC, but the ACC was dominated by Miami, then Florida State,
Yeah.
now Clemson. Like, there's always one really good team from the ACC.
That's true. Yeah,
Because the rest of the teams suck.
Florida State. I don't know what the hell's wrong with them.
Bro, they just beat number-ranked 5 UNC. What's
I know, but like before that, they're playing like fucking.
UNC's ranked 5?
And they
Losing
were
to
down-
Jacksonville State.
Yeah, they were down 28 to like fucking 7 at one point. And I'm like, what the fuck is going? And I'm taking FSU by 28. I'm a fucking.
Dude, screw FSU. We need to bring the U back, baby. We need to get the U back on track.
Well, that's the thing.
U's coming though.
U is coming.
Manny Diaz has that program in the right direction, but the issue is until you don't lose to Clemson by 40,
Yeah.
you're not going to get close to winning that division. And that talent gap in the ACC is ridiculous. Like, it's Clemson, everyone else. So, like, it's not even
Clemson's team is literally first rounders.
nothing
Yeah.
but it.
Like I think if you had to draft with just ACC, every single person starting would be the first 22 picks from Clemson.
Yeah, I believe
Probably.
it. I believe it 100%. So I can't even name. I mean, maybe Derek King would sneak in there somewhere, but
I don't think so.
No.
How could you draft him over anybody? Like I don't even think even if you need a quarterback, I'm taking someone in the second round. Because
yeah, that's true.
Like, you know what
Derek
I'm
King
saying?
isn't a first-round talent.
If I'm not getting Trevor Lawrence, I don't know who you're picking for a quarterback in the first round this year.
Probably, I don't know, Clemson's backup. It's crazy, though. But, all right, so you say Ohio State coming out of the Big Ten East. Who you got coming out of the Big Ten West?
I don't even know. Like
Penn State. Toss-up.
Penn State could be. Oh wait, no, Penn State's.
Penn State's in the East, yeah.
Sorry, yeah. Wisconsin maybe, but like after this loss that they're gonna take to Illinois week 1.
Let's go.
Oh, man, I don't know. Shit. I think it's like Wisconsin, Illinois. I really think they're gonna contend this year for the fucking West.
Yeah.
So it sounds like we're gonna have a pretty fun time watching the West battle it out.
I think the West is gonna duke it out. It's gonna be a fucking fight.
I think it's going to be between Illinois and Minnesota.
I can see Minnesota too.
Those are the only 2 teams I really see. I don't think Wisconsin can be that good without Jonathan Taylor.
And without a fucking Jack Cohen is hurt.
Is he?
I swear their starting quarterback is hurt.
I did not.
He broke his thumb. I swear he broke his thumb. I don't know
I believe it.
why.
I understand. I didn't hear it.
I have to Google it or something because I've been hearing this for a while now, and I'm like, what? Jack Cohen.
I mean, we know how Wisconsin operates. They throw one pass, like once a drive, and then they just run everything else, and they run like, I guess, little swing routes out the backfield. But if they don't have a quarterback that can make those short throws, and if they don't have a quarterback that can break through the line of scrimmage, I say quarterback or running back.
All I'm saying is Russell Wilson ain't walking through the door in Camp Randall.
Yeah, I was right. Jack Cohn he injured himself at practice on October 5th.
No, 100%. Yeah, well, yeah, that definitely means I think it's between Illinois and Wisconsin, or Illinois and Minnesota. And I mean, never going to throw Iowa completely out of the picture. Even though I don't think Iowa really has that much talent, you just never really know.
I mean, I think Ferentz is a good coach. So like,
oh yeah, I mean,
with Iowa, I mean,
they're
gonna be when you leave an Iowa game, you're gonna be fucking sore. Let me tell you.
Yeah, I believe it.
Big facts, dude.
Okay, so then you're gonna pick Ohio State to win the Big Ten.
I already put my money down. I have the bet slip. I have the ticket. Fucking lock it up. Illinois Big 10 champions.
Let's go!
I love the confidence of the team.
I already have the bet slip. It's all locked in. $5,000.
Caleb's going to experience whatever Michigan fans experienced for the last decade.
You're disappointed.
They're disappointed.
Nah, I love the energy, and if Michigan ain't going to win and shit, I guess you're the only dude I got to pull for in the Big Ten. Fighting the line out
from here on out, my top two teams in the Big Ten are now Michigan and Illinois. I'm here for it, bro.
And that's all. I just got to bring, got to get in the line one stop at a time, man. Got to get you guys to get in that orange and blue instead of that yellow.
Bro, I got to make it to a game down in Champaign. I heard
it's a riot.
I mean, the drink, tailgating. The tailgating is definitely a riot. I mean, after Wisconsin, we were sitting there tailgating after the game. Movie.
I love that.
I think I would love to bring you guys down to a game. Obviously, when everything is somewhat back to normal, where we can get some fans at the games. Obviously, I think I get 2 free tickets or whatever every game. So, I'd love to bring you guys down, especially for having me on the show and everything. I think that was big time.
Well, hey, man, we appreciate the hell out of that. I'm sure it'd be a spectacle, or as you would say, movie.
I love it, bro. Well, once again, thank you so much for coming out. It's been awesome, per usual. The next time we link up. And, other than that, let's have a great Big Ten season and stay safe out there and keep killing it, bro.
No, 100%. I appreciate you guys a lot, man. Obviously, we've met twice now, and they've both been movies, low key. So we've been fucked up both times. We were fucked up.
Not sober.
Sorry, buzz, right?
Always great conversations. I really appreciate you guys having me on here, man. This is awesome. I've always wanted to be on one of these on the podcast and everything. So, I'm excited to listen to it. I'll probably listen to it on the way to work whenever this thing drops. So, I'm excited.
Keep you posted, man.
Hell yeah, man. Real quick, you got socials to drop, Instagram, Twitter.
If we're doing it, I guess. So you can follow me on Twitter at SirClutch97. Same thing for the Instagram. If you want to add me on LinkedIn, it's Caleb Reams. I can get you a job in the science field.
We'll tag all your stuff, bro. We'll put it all in there.
Yeah, man.
I love it, man. I love it. I really do appreciate you guys, man.
Absolutely. Appreciate you too, man. It's been awesome.
Always.
Take care, boss.
We'll see you.